Good morning, brothers and sisters. This is Brother G with his sidekick Lily. Say good morning.
Good morning.
You know, today, brothers, I'm going to talk about something. Talk about something that every believer needs to activate every day. And that something is faith. You know, I was watching Tony Evans this morning, and I watched one of his videos on YouTube, and I think it was called God Won't Take You to the Deep End. And sometimes we do not use our faith to its max. What does it mean by that, Brother G? When you first receive Christ as your Savior, you get a measure of faith. God wants us to grow that faith. But what many of us Christians do is we get that faith. We get that faith that God gave us, because we had to have faith to believe in someone we never met. We had to have faith to believe that he died on the cross when we wasn't there. So we have to have a measure of faith for us to be saved. The thing is, God wants us to expand our faith. And for some Christians, that could be hard. To expand your faith is to believe. First of all, let me say this. To have faith is to trust God. And you have to believe that God has integrity. In other words, you have to believe that God will do everything he says. And the thing is, God even says, who am I? A man that I shall lie? God doesn't lie. He also tell you that his words do not come back void. You have to believe when God said something, it shall come to pass. Many of us want to believe God for the small things. Believe God for the things that we can touch. You see, you gotta understand, if you see something, you see something happen, it's not faith because you see it. Faith in things not seen. So when we build our faith, God give us opportunity to build our faith. God put us in situations to build our faith. But we rather trust in ourselves. The reason is that the Bible said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Faith. And sometimes our faith wavers because we're looking at the three-dimensional world, and we used to the three-dimensional world, and we're not used to putting trust in someone that doesn't lie. That's someone who did everything he said he was going to do. We have trouble putting trust in God, but we put trust in everybody else and everything else. You see, Excuse me, my finger about to fall. You see, you can call it a nature of man. You can call it whatever you want to. But see, once you are born again, you become a new creature. So that nature of man is out the window. It's out the window. Again, we rather trust the advice of Bobo instead of trusting what God says in His Word. We rather trust people who is flawed, people who have lied, people who is not perfect, than to trust the one that is. See, faith, if you, Lord help me. When you have faith in God, if God say He's going to do it, He's going to do it. The problem is we are microwave society. We want to see it done now. Sometimes God does it now, but sometimes God lingers. He tarries to build your faith, to test you, to see how long you're going to believe in Him no matter what comes your way. That's when our faith falters. When it's not automatic, when it's not instantaneous. If it's not then and there, we say, oh, well, I guess God ain't going to do it. That little doubt destroys your blessing that comes your way. Faith is the key. Faith is the key. Faith without works is dead. Think about that. Faith without works is dead. So if you're going to try to have faith without putting it to work, is dead. It's just like you have no faith at all. Faith without works is dead. Oh, Lord, thank you. If you're going to have faith that God going to open doors for your business, to pay your bills, but when the letters keep coming, you start to think, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. See, if you have faith that God's going to do it, and you pray for God to do it, you don't pray for Him to do it again. If you have faith that God's going to do it, when His bills come or whatever comes your way that contradicts in the three-dimensional world what God said, you say, God, I thank you for this. God, I thank you for paying my bills. God, I put my bills in your hand. Or God, I thank you that my business will grow. God, I thank you. Things are slow right now, but I know you're going to make this a success because you said in your word. And the only way you're going to know what He says in His word is you got to get into His word. I'm just saying. The only thing you're going to know that He kept His promise with is you got to get into His word for yourself. Faith is the key. If you want your marriage to work, it's faith. If you want to turn around from addiction, it's faith. Now, I'm here to tell you, you will be tested with your faith because you have to expound your faith. This is why Pastor Evan was talking about in the deep end, because we're in the water, okay? Think about the water as being God. But you're in 3 feet, so you could touch the bottom, which is this three-dimensional world. And as long as you got your feet on that three-dimensional world, you fine. You can handle it. That faith is good. But God want to put you on the deep end where you can't touch bottom. When the only thing that's holding you up is God. When the only thing that's sustaining you is God. That's where God want to get us to. Faith. Put your faith in a God that doesn't lie. Put your faith in a God that never, ever, ever lost a battle. Put your faith in God, not man. Man is flawed. Man will lie. Man will go on their own opinion, which is wrong. Don't believe man more than God. This is Brother G with his sidekick Lily saying, be blessed.